What's up, YouTube? Back at it again. Wanted to talk to you today about my knife collection and maybe some edged weapon considerations. So let's, without further ado, get straight to it. Where to start? Let's start with the oldest stuff first. Alright, so check out these Kbars. Actually, neither one of these is a Kbar. They're referred to colloquially as a Kbar, but neither manufacturer is made by Kbar. This one is a Camillus. World War II, 1943 vintage. It's in pretty good condition for what year it's in. It's all leather handle. This is an 80s or 70s version. Might be as old as 60s, but I'm not sure. It's an Ontario. Blade marked. U.S. Ontario. Stacked leather once again. Still got the Parkerized phosphate finish though, which is pretty sweet. And the sheath is in pretty good condition as well. This is a K98 Mauser bayonet. These aren't really that impressive, except this one, if my phone will focus there, has the Waffen marks. Pretty cool. This one was a bring back trophy. It's actually been modified with a clip point. These, I don't know if it was modified in the field or by the original owner or by the person who took it as a victory, but I didn't do it. And so it's got a clip point on it now instead of a spear point, which these traditionally had. Looks like it might have went through a fire as well. And then moving up in age a little bit, we move into the Gerbers. This is the Mark I boot knife. These are cool and I like them a lot because they're serialized. So it's easy to tell when and where it was made and any other details like that that you could want to find out. This one's actually a mated one that goes with this one here. This is the later version. This is the 84. Just before they went to a different style. I have a real soft spot in my heart for these knives. I don't know why, but these Mark IVs are just awesome. It's like the quintessential fighting knife. Super cool. This is an early one. They actually make these out of like a Kevlar material, the handles. It's pretty cool stuff. Excellent for diving. Stainless properties. I don't know exactly what steel they used on these older models, but Gerbers have always been awesome. This is another vintage knife. This is probably one of my favorites right here. I'd never seen a buck knife with this much craftsmanship. Look at the Midacarta scale handles. That's just awesome. They did an excellent job, all polished down. Obviously it's a full tang. This is called the Nemo. Very cool knife. Pretty hefty too. If you guys have any questions about specifics on any of these blades, I can answer those down in the comment section as well. Then over here, this is my cold steel collection. I've just been moving on to these recently. I like American made stuff, and it's hard to find quality knives that are still made in America. A lot of companies have been outsourcing that stuff to other countries, and I just don't like that. I like American made stuff. This is their leather neck. It's an awesome, it's kind of like a Kbar fighting knife. It feels excellent in the hand. It's very well balanced. And the Grivex handle, it does offer just the right amount of texture for grip, I feel. It doesn't slip. This is a classic one. This is actually a made in USA Kbar or cold steel. This is the Recon 2 from the 70s. Super cool knife. Ooh. This one's called the Magnum Tonto 12. It's a 12-inch blade. And I opted for the San Mai steel. The San Mai steel, it has a hardened piece of steel that goes right down the center there. And it gets tacoed with two pieces of softer steels on the side. So I don't know, tacoed, more like sandwiched. To give the blade extra strength and rigidity. And here's a couple of cold steel swords that I got. This is the Mizutori Katana. It's It's really cool. It's not like some of those cheap things that you see on the internet where this is a laser etched or anything. That's actually a differential steel hardening. They use clay right here. It's called a Hamon line. And that's what gives it this unsymmetrical wavy pattern. Very cool. And then this is my cold steel Italian longsword. Super lightweight and flexible. Excellent sword. Although I don't ever see myself being in a sword fight or swashbuckling, it's a pretty cool thing to own, dude. I don't know why. If you don't own a sword, you should probably get one, just because they're cool. And then these are the folders that I have. The Tylite. This is the Tylite 6. They're actually really big. And I live in California, which is like a communist state nowadays. Surprisingly, we have some of the best gun laws in the nation, or knife laws in the nation. Gun laws, yeah, right. Some of the best knife laws in the nation. So I can carry this every day and walk around because it's a folding knife, even though that thing is a honker, dude. It's bigger than my hand. My hands are not small. This is my favorite one right now, though, the Counterpoint XL. It's got a really nice stippling to the grip. It's not too aggressive where it's going to chafe up your hands, but it is aggressive enough that you can keep a hold of it when you're using it. It's not too long. If you need to do fine work, you can get your hand up on it a little bit. Then I got some other fixies. This one I use when I go fishing or camping. It's just a smaller utility knife. Sometimes it's good. You can't have a big blade all the time. I'm not really a big fan of folding knives, but sometimes you just need small ones. Something like that, something like this. Little. This is an interesting blade. It has a strange profile that I'd never seen on anything else. It's like, there you go, that's a pretty good look at it. It's got a concave bottom and a double convex top. So this is made for poking, and I'm pretty sure that this is going to defeat body armor like a soft armor or something like that. These are pretty cool. I don't know if they still sell these anymore. The steel has a strange finish too. Look at that. You can almost see the crystal matrix of the steel itself. Pretty cool knife though. I didn't get to talk about this one yet. So this is the last Kbar I bought. Made in USA. This is the Kbar Big Brother. You can see it's substantially larger than a standard Kbar. This was actually designed in collaboration with Doug Marcotta. And they designed this for, I believe, the Filipino Special Forces. They needed a large, hefty knife they could use in the jungle areas. So it's really cool. It's got an oblate handle. It's not the same dimensions all the way around. Standard Kbars. Oops. These have more round profile. See, if I start to turn it, you can't really see a taper in any direction. It's mostly round. But this one has a decided, it's skinnier this way than this way by a lot. Very comfortable in the hand too. Well, cool guys. That's my knife collection as of today. It could be bigger tomorrow. Nobody knows. Especially me. Alright guys, have a good one. Peace out.